Welcome. Once you've got your username and password for the V-Base Recruiter system, you're ready to start using it straight away. In this short video, we're going to look at how you can advertise for volunteers and how you can change your main account details. Firstly, we need to log in. So in our browser, we type www.do-it.org.uk/external. This brings up the main login page. I have a test account set up already, so I shall enter the details and the password, remembering that they are case sensitive, and click the login button. Once the page has loaded, it brings us to the main account summary page. At the top of the page is the main account holder. In our case, it's UK Online Centres, and underneath that are all the sub-accounts. At the moment there is only one, but when you log in you will probably see several. My test account is called Gary Test 1. On the right hand side are the actions that you can do with your account. There are three options: locations, opportunities and edit. For the moment, let's click edit. The edit button brings us to the edit account details page, and it shows us our organisation name and description, our contact details, and at the bottom our login details. We can change anything we need to. So if I need to change my organisation name, I can just simply delete the old version and type in the new text. Similarly, with the contact details, I can just change anything I need to, updating telephone numbers or email addresses, and at the bottom, if I need to change my password, although I can't see it, I can simply highlight the old one, delete it and type in the new version. Now bear in mind you cannot see what you're typing, so be sure to type very accurately, remembering that it is case sensitive. Once you finish making changes, you simply click the Save Changes button. If you need to discard your changes, you can simply click the Cancel button, which is what I'm going to click now. Once we have checked our main account details are correct, we're ready to start doing the most important thing. We're ready to advertise for a volunteer position. To do that, we once again find our account name, our organisation name, and on the right hand side we click Opportunities. This brings us to the opportunities page. If we have been here before and added several opportunities, we will see a long list of them at the bottom of the page. If there are many and we can't find the opportunity we're looking for, we can search for the opportunity by putting in a title, a location, organisation name if we want to search other organisations, and clicking Find Opportunity. Alternatively, we can show all opportunities. But for the moment, let's stick with just adding a new opportunity. Near the top left you see a button, Add Opportunity, and that's what we click. This brings us to the Add Opportunity page, where we fill in the position for our volunteer. I've thought about my position and I'm going to call it Volunteer Learning Assistant. Then underneath the title, we need to fill in a description. We've got a maximum of 2,000 characters, so we can give a full description, but we want it to be clear, to the point, preferably using bullet points. I've already thought about the post I'm going to advertise for, and so I've put the details into another document and I simply paste them in here by pressing Ctrl V for paste. Now you can see I've got a summary sentence at the top, followed by some duties, and they are short and bullet pointed. Underneath the main description we have a short description which will be used on mobile devices. We have a maximum limit of 160 characters, which is roughly one sentence. I'm going to use the introductory sentence at the top of my main description. I simply copy and paste it in using Ctrl C to copy and Ctrl V to paste. Underneath that we have the skills and qualifications that we require for the role. Again, I've copied mine, so I shall paste them in. Okay, you can see I've used bullet points and kept them quite generic. I want somebody that's confident using computers and the internet, with a patient manner and good communication skills. These points are all fairly short and to the point. Underneath the skills we have 3 tick boxes, yes or no. Is this a one-off opportunity? The default for all 3 is no, but if we just look for somebody for 1 week or 1 day, then we might tick the yes box. Is this a residential opportunity? The default is no. And is this a virtual opportunity? That means, can the person do this from home or another location? Underneath that we have the opportunity categories, and we have the first box, areas of interest. It tells us that to select multiple items we need to hold down the control key. I'm going to select 2 items from the list, so I shall hold down the control key when I click. Firstly, I'm choosing education and literacy. Then, still holding down the control key, I'm scrolling down and finding mentoring. Whoops, I've clicked the wrong one. Not to worry, I simply keep the control key pressed down and click it again. It will unhighlight it but keep all my other choices. Still holding the control key, I click the correct one, which is mentoring. Underneath that box are the type of activities or skills that we require. Again, if we need to select multiple items, we need to hold down the control key. I just want to select 1 item, and that's computers, technology and website design. If I want to check that I have the correct options highlighted, I can just simply scroll up and down the box and see which items are highlighted. That's a good visual check to make sure you haven't chosen the wrong categories. Underneath that is the opportunity suitability. Is the opportunity particularly suitable for specific groups? There are age groups and size of groups, small, medium or large, very large or Olympics inspired. That's not appropriate for my opportunity, so I shall leave that box blank. Then the volunteer commitment. Are we looking for full-time, part-time or short-term? Again, it's not relevant for my position, so I shall leave it blank. Underneath that we have the date of opportunity. If the opportunity is to take place on a particular date or between a range of dates, we select those here. If the opportunity is ongoing, we do not have to fill in these boxes. I'm going to look for a volunteer for the whole of April, so I shall choose those dates here. The 1st of April 2011 as the start date and the 30th of April 2011 as the end date. Underneath the dates we have the availability. When is the opportunity available? And we can choose whether it's morning, afternoon or evening and which days of the week. This allows us to be very specific. If we want to remove a whole column, we simply click the column heading, for example the word evening, and that removes all the ticks. Clicking again puts them all back. My opportunity isn't available in the evening, so I shall remove all the ticks from that column. Nor is it available at the weekend, so I shall click Saturday and Sunday. Finally, my opportunity is not available Wednesday afternoon, so I shall remove that specifically. Next, we add opportunity locations. If your volunteering opportunity is to take place at your main organisation address, you can simply tick the box next to location name, my account and your organisation name. However, if the opportunity is to take place somewhere else, you will need to click the button Add New Postcode Locations. This brings up another form where you can add in alternative locations. You will be asked for a contact person and email address, and that person will need to verify that the email address is valid before you can use the location. We won't go through that now. Underneath the opportunity locations is the point of contact box. If you want the details to go to the main account contact, you simply click the yes box. Otherwise, the details will be sent to the contact specific to that location. which is the default. Finally, we need to decide when we want to advertise the position. The default is to go live today and to end in 1 year's time. However, that might not be appropriate in all cases. Let's leave the live date as today, but change the expiry date to the 31st of March, because my position goes live in April, and by then I want all my volunteers, so I shall stop advertising at the end of March. Once I've filled in all my details, I simply click the Save Opportunity box and the opportunity will be saved. Any errors will be highlighted and I can correct them. If I needed to, I could have clicked the Cancel button. Once we have saved the changes, our new opportunity is now brought up. We can see it has an advert status of live because we chose today's date as the advert start date, and we can see that the advert expires on the 31st of March 2011. The volunteer start date is the 1st of April and the position ends on the 30th of April. If we need to amend anything, we can simply click the edit button and make our changes. If we add an opportunity and we want the advert to start in the future, the advert status will be listed as due, meaning it is not yet live but is due to be so. If we need to delete any opportunity, we simply click the delete button and the yes button to confirm, and then the opportunity is deleted. That's all there is to advertising with VBase Recruiter, and best wishes with your search for new volunteers. Thank you.